we're back. Today we have a really different background. I am traveling. I'm in Mexico with my boyfriend and his family. I initially wasn't going to film, but my cousin he influenced me and was like, you should totally film while you're there. So shout out to my cousin. Thank you for that idea. This is a general reading for all signs for November 11th to November 17th. I wanted to mention we have the 11/11 portal tomorrow. Tomorrow is a great day for manifesting our dreams and making a wish and really just figuring out what it is we want in life. Let's get into it right away. Alrighty, spirits, what have we been feeling lately? You know what? The death card came out right away, so I'm feeling like lately there's been some feelings of like rebirth and maybe big change, maybe like the death. So lately we've been feeling rebirth. Maybe we are coming into a new version of ourselves. And I feel like I've been saying that a lot in these past few readings, like a version of yourself is dying. And I still believe that. The next thing we got was the Queen of Wands. Let me show this right here. With the Queen of Wands, I'm getting kind of like, how can we nurture this situation of like coming into this new version of ourselves? And we also have the Six of Cups here. And straight up for this situation, I'm just getting inner child work. We can get some clarification on that in a bit, but for now, let's move on with the present, spirits. How can we get more clarification on how to nurture this situation? How can we nurture this new version of ourselves? Okay, so we have kind of for like the present situation, how we may be feeling, how can we address how we're feeling. We have the Three of Pentacles. Creating something like financial apprenticeship. This could be like showing off your work. This could also be seeking guidance. And then we have the World. And immediately when this card came out, the thought that came to me was kind of like acknowledging in the moments where you feel overwhelmed that the world is so large and you are so small. Not like in like a, oh, your problems don't matter way, but in a way that's like, when you're feeling overwhelmed in like situations for the self, take a step outside and like remind yourself that there is so much in life to be grateful for. And not that your problems are small, but that this will pass. This will pass. And it's okay to seek mentorship in times like this where you may be feeling like you're going through like a rebirth, or you're kind of wondering how to nurture a situation, or if you are looking into some inner child work. That none of those things are easy. Going through like a spiritual awakening or big life change, or even like not a personality reset, but just like a reset as a person, like that's hard. And it can feel overwhelming. You can feel like maybe you need some help, and that's okay. And kind of like with the World card, I'm getting like exercise the people in your life, exercise the people in your world, but also to like seek people. Not necessarily help, but like there are so many resources out there that will make you feel better, you know? And it also says in my notes, like the World card is like a completion card, and kind of like your world is about to change. So what I'm getting is kind of like your world is changing. It's changing. I think a lot is changing as we're approaching like Aquarius entering Pluto on November 19th. I think like just this month there's a lot of like intense energy going on. So that's so far what we're getting. Spirits, what do we have in store for the future? What is going to go on this week? What is going to go on this month? What do we have for the future? What is ahead of us, spirits? What lies ahead? I'm going to take that one because it's the first one that came out. This is the Nine of Wands. What lies ahead, spirits? What can guide us in the future? Nine of Wands is the card of exhaustion, the card of like, well, this person really looks like he's kind of on guard, like he's feeling like he needs to be protected. Maybe you've been feeling like you need to protect yourself. Two cards came out. I'm going to take that first one that came out. So, yeah, Nine of Wands is the card of being like exhausted, maybe feeling like you need to protect yourself, maybe feeling like kind of shielding yourself away from the world, maybe. Then we also have the Four of Cups, and this is like, you know, I feel like there's a lot of ways to interpret this card, but kind of what I'm getting from this situation is like the life you desire emotionally, mentally, is literally being handed to you. I'll probably zoom in on this card, I'll put it right there. It's being offered to you. You know what your dream looks like. You know what emotional fulfillment looks like. It is being handed to you. You need to not ignore it. You need to look at it. Like, this person is kind of like looking away, like this person is disinterested. And I think that's because change is really hard. Change is really hard. Newness is really hard. You know, like, that's kind of what I'm getting. And then we did get the Tower. We got the Tower and the Death card. So I'm really just getting like so much rebirth, so much change, so much like, but also like nurturing. Like, you have the World, you have the Queen of Wands, you have the Six of Cups. Like, nurture your inner child. Your world is going to change. You have the tools you need to protect yourself and guide yourself. With the Three of Pentacles, it's okay to ask for mentorship, whether it's therapy or like a friend, or you are trying something new, or you have people in your life that like you go to in times where you're really needing like support. Like, we all have those people. You know, for me, it's my dad. When I am really like distressed, like I'll call my dad and like be like, hey, I really need to talk, or sometimes I call my therapist, and like really just exercising those people. It's okay to ask for help all the time, not just when you're in distress, but just in general. It's okay to like have people in your life. This is looking really good. I would love some clarification on just like the rebirth situation that I'm talking about. Spirits, what else can you give us in terms of like rebirth? Two cards came out. So we got the Page of Wands and the Moon. So I know the Moon is like a hidden path will soon be revealed. But what I'm kind of getting is like, you need to figure out maybe like what that path looks like. Like, what is it that you really are desiring? You know what I mean? And if you know, if you're thinking about it right now and you know, then you know, and that's your path. Sometimes I feel like we deep down like know where we're supposed to go, and we know our path. You know what I mean? And you just have to not ignore it. You need to go to it. The Page of Wands is a new opportunity. So I think this new path, I don't even want to say a new path. I want to say your dream life that you are even envisioning will bring you an endless amount of opportunities. That's kind of what I'm getting. And I also wanted to mention the Tower card is also just like destruction and chaos. But once there is destruction and chaos, you can only like rebuild on stronger foundations. So like, I think maybe there's been a lot of like feeling like the world is gonna end. Feeling like the world is gonna end. Feeling like things are overwhelming. Feeling like you need to be on guard and stand up for yourself. When really, it's okay that you're feeling those things, but better things are coming. Your dream life is coming. It will be hard work. You need to look within yourself, but it's coming. So, and then we got the Hangman. Stop hanging around. Like, what are you waiting for? Like, you know what you need to do it. Any other messages for us, spirits? We're gonna do just a couple more and then we'll kind of wrap it up. And anything for the 11/11 portal tomorrow, what can we be manifesting? Okay, so just a couple extra things before we wrap up. So we got the King of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is financial abundance, kind of like sitting on a throne. This person is also like kind of appearing to be surrounded by a lot of nature. So like there's a lot of leaves, there's a lot of like greenery and scenery. And so what I'm getting personally from this is like more of like the world, like more of like enjoy nature and more of like put yourself outside, go outside. go outside. And we have the Five of Pentacles, which is normally kind of like, I'm kind of getting like a journey. You know, this could be a few things. This could be like being left in the cold. This could be a step. I'm really just getting like a step forward. I'm really just getting like we are on a journey. You're on a journey. You know? And then for the 11-11 portal, we have the Ace of Wands, which is new opportunities. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. You're going to do something new or start something new. So like that thing you've been thinking about doing, or things, like it could be things is the really cool thing. Try. Don't overwhelm yourself, you know, do little by little. But go for it. Do that little thing. Do that thing you're thinking of. Because it might unveil a new path with the moon. Like, you know, when you try things, that's how you really get like closer to yourself. I don't know why, but I really have the urge to pull a few more cards. This reading is like not as long as normally I'd like them to be. So, spirits, can you provide us any main key points to take from this reading? What should we take away? The Judgment card. Anything else, spirits, that you want us to touch up on before we say goodbye to the deck? I'll do one more and then we'll wrap it up. Anything else, spirits, before we wrap it up? That's a card I don't need. Okay, now I have like 500 cards. Okay, we're gonna be done here. So the first card that came out is the Judgment card, and we did get that last week, I believe, in our reading as well. And I'm just getting like, this is a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call. And if you haven't been like seeing the signs, you need to see the sign. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is nurturing your finances. And I'm getting still like this person is in a lot more nature as well. Nurture your finances. I think financially you are heading to a better place, which is great. That's never bad news. Then we got the Chariot, which is a card, I'm gonna be honest, like I really don't get that often. From my notes, it is getting, this is a card of advancement and moving on, which with the Death card and the Tower card, I'm really just totally 100% getting, and I'll show all of these together here, you know. Moving on. We're moving on from a situation. We are moving on from a version of ourselves. This could be a person too. Like maybe you're moving on from a person or a situation. This could be like a big move maybe. This could be a relationship. But this is advancement. This person is surrounded also by a bunch of stars. And I'm getting like, it's giving your wishes are coming true with the Chariot. So we're moving on from a situation, we're nurturing our finances, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is the Master Craftsman, and more of that, like, you know what you need to do energy, you know what it takes to be successful. Not like in a way of like, oh, you've done this before, because I think you're doing something really different now. And the last card we got is the Emperor, and this is just like taking responsibilities for your action, kind of like he leads, he rules leadership. This could be you, but this also could be another person. This could be a person who you maybe are looking up to. This person is also like, maybe it is you, you know? And something I had heard about this card, if you look really closely, and I'll zoom in here, is that underneath this person's red cloak is armor. This person is always ready for battle. So I wouldn't say like in a negative way, let's always be ready for things, because that kind of goes hand in hand with this Nine of Wands, where it's like needing to protect yourself and like the card of exhaustion. But what I'm getting is like you're stepping into this new version of yourself. It's okay to protect yourself, but you also need to like let the world in. You need to let other people in. You need to heal that inner child, kind of so that you don't feel the need to like always be ready for something to pop off, you know? Anything for the Emperor, I just have some clarification that I need. Anything for the Emperor. Temperance. So with the Emperor, and we got Temperance, I just wanted to ask the spirits for a little more notes. Temperance is the card of balance. It's Libra energy. This character is still surrounded by so much nature. you need to have balance. So you need to know like when to protect yourself, and you need to know when to like let your walls break down so that you can let in the good. That's kind of what I'm getting. A lot of rebirth, a lot of some inner child work, tons of opportunities are coming. You know what your future looks like, is what I'm getting. You know what it looks like. This is a wake-up call with the Judgment card. This is advancement with the Chariot. You're building on stronger foundations with the Tower. This is a great, great, great reading. Stop hanging around. Don't be waiting for, like, because it says opportunities are coming, so some of you may be like, oh, I'm waiting for these opportunities. Don't wait. What are you waiting for? You know what I mean? But that's looking really good. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I will be back next week.